Another modification, the Easy Score came up with that flip thing, hanging on the net. Now, is it unethical that we came out with our quick score on the right side and added the set score and a little elastic Velcro to go over the top? Some people would say, yeah, you copied them. Well, you know the rings, we call them quick feet donuts? How many companies are selling rings now? We make them for head pen. We do private labeling. Wilson's got them, Gamma's got them, I don't know who else has got them. That was my idea. That was one of the, I could tell you a handful of things that were exclusively my, idea. Or maybe a dozen things, I don't know. We have to sit and go through it. But each has their story. Some are modifications, some are selling for somebody else and giving them a royalty. It goes on and on. Miles Reynolds, he is a USPTA pro. He teaches in an American school in Mexico City. His patent is for the hand racket. I think it's great. We've been working with him, and he makes royalties, which royalties are usually 5 to 10%. We actually, it was before I learned that royalties are 5 to 10. We gave him more than that, and it's still going on. And I, once every couple of years, keep asking, can we nudge it down, Miles? Or we have to raise prices because our costs are going up. And he always asks, no. He always says no. But it's an agreement, that you have, and it's tough to modify it. So if you do enter into an agreement with somebody, be careful because, it's hard to change things once you agree to or even modify, even after many, many years. So he gets royalties, which for that product, because it does well in school programs, he's making $2-3 grand a year, which is not bad passively. And he did pay for the original patent, and it's a hand racket. This is another one that this is Alan he used to run the Boletaries program for the junior development, Alan Webb, and he is the guy who came up with this idea of a beeping finger sleeve, so you relax, it shouldn't beep when you're back here and holding too tight. So maybe just relax, 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 one beep and then let go again on a ground stroke. The serve, you wouldn't even want to beep, you want to be that loose. He made a mistake. First of all, he ordered 10,000 before he got his patent, 10,000 units, and he didn't think about the battery. So this is a true story. So we buy from him, and he's still got inventory because, maybe we'll sell 100 a year, 2 different sizes. I mean, I think it's a great product. That's one of the things we put in that package with fuzzy yellow balls, where we sold 200 kits. We gave everyone one of the, I think we put in 2. Anyway, he stitched the battery in. There's no way to replace the battery. And you laugh at it now, but the fact is, it's easy to overlook some of the most common sense things. So he's still got thousands, and he's going to have to ditch them because 1 out of 3. He'll say, okay, I'll send you another 53. But the shipping and handling the customer service of replacing things is costly. The UPS, to put that in a package and send UPS from Dallas to the East Coast or the West Coast, pretty much, it's going to be $6 or $7 with packing material, maybe 8 with packing material. Kind of getting the idea? So you got to replace something, let alone the staff in the office to fill it out, the time to handle it. It could be a $10 mistake that he didn't. So, eek, what do? Cool product, we keep carrying it. And we buy it from him. How does pricing work? It just layers up. Best advice I got was from J.A. Sissel, Century Sports, Bob Hellerson. When I started with the Rope Zone, I said, okay, I don't understand pricing if you're manufacturing something. And he said, no problem, let me tell you. Simple rule of thumb. You have to be able to sell it for 4 times what it costs you. 4 times. That means if it costs you 10, it's got to retail at 40 because a distributor or a wholesaler is going to want to buy it at 20, and they're going to want to keystone it or come close to that. Maybe 3.5 times pushing it. But you need margins because of all the costs involved in shipping, customer service, warehousing, replacement costs if there's problems, etc. What about DVDs? I get people sending me DVDs all the time. Now this is one of the things I've always liked to do. I type fast, I write scripts, so I've done a lot of DVDs. And if you're going to do a DVD, how many of you have produced a DVD? Instructional or drills or tips? Nobody in this room? A lot of people have. Just keep in mind, it's not easy to sell them and your minimums are high. Our minimums are 1,000 units. And that could be 10 years of inventory. And in the meantime, with DVDs, our DVD is going to become dinosaurs and non-marketable products because everyone's shifting to downloads. We're going till 12, right? So I'm okay for, I think we have 5 more minutes. Same with books. You all remember I launched that idea of Coach Tennis America? Audio cassettes, for those that didn't, we can talk about it later or whatever, but it was a good run for 10 years. Did we make money on it? No. First year I thought we'd do telemarketing. We got up to 1,000 subscribers. That was $100,000 because it was $100 a year subscription. 1,000 subscribers. But I had to do that. I had to hire 2 telemarketing people, professionals, at $40,000 each a year. That's 80, right? I had the cost of duplication and the postage to getting to the people. And we gave them a free video, this was before DVDs at that time, to entice them to pay for the subscription. And to get the renewals was really hard. So if you're dealing with renewals for subscription-based products or internet-based things, that's a whole other animal, which has its challenges. I'll be happy to talk to you separately. And the other books have been fun. Winning Rotations, you all know that rotation book that I did? Yeah. I was telling someone today, you know, printing costs, $2,000 costs like $8 each for that book. Let's just say, I forget exactly. Well, if we did 5,000, they only cost $4.50 each. So of course I printed 5,000. Well, this is 13 and a half years later, we've got 3,500 left. And we're doing, you know, free gift of the month, free if you buy a dry erase round on the scoreboard. Well, they didn't sell it. I mean, and it's a great book. You know, we dropped the price from $49 down. When Greg Grover came out with his, which was like $200 years and years ago, remember? And, you know, this was more compact, copy machine friendly, could open up flat, double thick paper, sign-up sheets built in, everything. Seems like a great idea. Did it make money? No. Did it lose money? Yeah. And we're still at, I'm thinking 3,500, do we just shred them? Or just recycle it? I don't know what to do because we're paying hundreds of dollars a year in storage costs. And that's the pricing on the Z-Ball to show you, you know, what mistakes can end up costing. Oh, this was an interesting one. This was a $20,000 error that I made in judgment. I thought, great idea. I saw it at the Super Show, right? I got so excited. The minimum order quantity was 200, and it cost me $100 each. And it was going to be like $179 retail. I didn't follow my advice or Bob Hellerson's advice about the 4-time markup. It creates shade, you carry it easy. Who wouldn't want one? Right? So I prepaid, I figured, okay, let's do it in our color. You know, did forest green, got our logo on it, call it tennis shade, because it was sports shade or something. Figured, okay, we got the whole tennis industry. I was excited, the woman was, you know, sure, I'll give you exclusivity for the tennis market. You know, no problem. We ended up literally giving away the last, you know, 100. I mean, maybe we sold 100. And nice product to this day, but things don't necessarily catch on. The ultimate compliment, we'll finish with this, I've got 2 more minutes, and that is knockoffs. You're going to get knocked off. So the one on the right, German company, I'll privately tell you which company is kind of knocking off or modifying. Is it okay? Yeah, what can you do? You know, there's no patent on it. I mean, try to get people to at least change it. My complaint is when they call it the rope zone or the air zone, you know, at least be a little creative and distinguish between ours and theirs. So you can see the copies. The one on the right is a knockoff, the one on the left is what we packaged. Top right are pop-up targets, that was my idea, knocked off in Germany. The hanging telescopic pole, the Serve Doctor, knocked off in Germany. The Click Tic Tac, that's a golf company. They own the patent. We buy from them. It's expensive because it costs us a lot. They charge a lot. That on the lower right is Germany. So they knocked off somebody else's, in Germany. Doubles tandem, left side, 14 years ago. 3 years ago, I popped one in Germany. Roll down lines, the concept, up pops one in Germany. Now, I know Lisa, and certainly the idea of putting balls in a sock, everybody's done it over the years. So all I did was take an idea and put it into a product, so I don't criticize her at all, because many of us, I'm sure she's friends with. And she came out with a total serve, and she was smart though, she added the DVD with it, etc. That's same thing with knockoffs and cards also. That upper left is our maxi net. Same thing, the coach's card, it just keeps going on and on. So if you have an idea, right, what to do with it, we're going to hopefully have this as a download, free download on our website. I'm being totally selfish with it, because if anyone puts me an idea, I'm going to direct them to the link to watch it first and add concepts. Since we are out of time, I will hang around if there are any questions afterwards, and I thank you very much for coming.